Are you serious?
What? I'm taking a break.
Good idea. Don't want you to strain yourself.
So what's the deal? Why didn't you tell Dr. Sorkin why it's so important to get off this island?
Trust me, if we bully that one, she's gonna cause problems.
So what do we do?
Simple. Charm her. Look, all I need to do is get some information on this woman. Dig into her past. Find out what makes her tick. I'm sure if I say enough of the right things, she'll practically think getting off the island was her idea in the first place.
Hey, can I bum one of those? Okay.
Cześć, przy mikrofonie Dawidson, a to jest kolejny odcinek z serii Zagrajmy w Jurassic Park The Game. Skończyliśmy tutaj przylecieliśmy helikopterem, wszyscy tutaj razem, do dr Sorkin, żeby ją zabrać z tej wyspy, aczkolwiek nastąpiły pewne komplikacje oczywiście i pani doktor nie chce z tej wyspy wylecieć. Teraz się rozglądamy Billim, albo Jess, albo Oscarem, nie wiem kim gram w chwili obecnej, pewnie Billem. Wybaczcie. Jess chciała zapalić, tak mi się przynajmniej wydawało. Chyba tak, chyba chciała papierosa.
I'm not moving these things. They look like they weigh a ton.
I think Dr. Sorkin said we're only supposed to move file boxes.
Oh, yeah. Well, good. So, who feels like carrying these boxes back to the helicopter? Me neither. Ugh, smells like a barrel of wet dog hair.
I know, right? I don't get why dinosaurs eat that stuff.
Okej. Możemy porozmawiać jeszcze.
Hey, Oscar. Was there any dirt on Dr. Sorkin in the mission briefing? If I'm gonna have to use the old Yoder charm, I'll need some intel.
Big-time protester in the 70s. Lots of animal rights crap. Handful of arrests for it. All of her InGen-related history is classified. Said to expect her to be a pain in the ass.
It said that?
Between the lines.
How the hell does Dr. Sorkin think we're gonna load all this crap into the chopper?
Dunno, but you better do it if you want to get on a good side.
Okay. Well, thanks. You've been a great help. Are you gonna do any work around here? What, are we union now?
Dobra, tu chyba nic nie będzie. Więc przenieśmy się tutaj.
Wait here. I'm gonna go talk to Sorkin.
What should I do?
You wanna help? See if you can dig up anything interesting on our friend Dr. Sorkin in those file boxes.
Cool.
I mean, I knew Hammond was no real scientist, but someone should have seen this coming. I know that you're angry and scared.
Czekajcie chwilkę. Ja tylko ściszę trochę grę, żeby jak była jakaś akcja, to było mnie nawet, to było mnie też słychać, by było. Weźmiemy dźwięk tu, dwójkę. I nie powinno być problemu.
Exhausted. What's so important to you to go through all this?
I hate to interrupt, ma'am, but I really think we need to be going.
I'm afraid I can't, Mr. Yoder. Someone needs to tend to the dinosaurs during this disaster.
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
no
Dr. Sorkin, but InGen wants all survivors back on the mainland as soon as possible. No exceptions.
Why can't it wait?
Is
Co cię
there
przekona?
anything I can say to convince you to come with us?
If there is, you haven't said it yet.
Right.
Ha, ha, ha. Żarcik ci się wyostrzył.
Yeah, my youngest, Jess.
Dobra, dalej rozmawiamy.
And her...
Hey, you know who our prisoner is? Because no one else seems to.
Well, I've never seen her on the island before. I don't recognize her as someone who works for InGen. But I don't know everyone, so it's possible.
Czemu oni tak głośno rozmawiają zawsze przy kimś? Zawsze o kimś rozmawiałem tak głośno, a ten ktoś jest obok nich. I udaje, że nic nie słyszy. To taka gra?
Hey, Doc, you got a pharmacy inside? It's gonna be a long flight back if we don't get this prisoner either elated or sedated.
She seems harmless enough now, and she's adequately secured. Are you afraid she's gonna beat you up?
Well, I do have a history of women wanting to get their hands on me. Dr. Sorkin,
As I told you, I'm staying behind to watch after the animals.
I'm sorry.
No,
we really
you
need to
don't.
get you out of here.
Why?
Look, Dr. Sorkin, we already caught one unauthorized trespasser. Who knows who else is on the island? Your life may be in danger.
I'll take my chances, thank you.
Listen, Hammond really made a mess of this place. You have no idea. There's no hiding his incompetence after this disaster.
Huh. You have a point.
Haha.
If you knew how I spent my youth, you'd be surprised to find me working in a place like this.
Ej, no, ej.
Someone needs to speak to the board about protecting these dinosaurs. You believe in animal rights, don't you? Wouldn't you put your neck on the line for them?
Well, obviously that's true. If only the board had listened to my proposals. Instead, they just contribute to the paperwork in the file boxes you guys are loading.
Okej. Wszystkie tematy wyczerpane, to wracamy tu, bo widzę, że już coś się tutaj dzieje. Prawda?
So, what'd you find out?
Looks like Dr. Sorkin wanted to turn this place into a dinosaur preserve instead of an amusement park.
And InGen didn't go for it, huh?
Why would they? There's no money in that.
So Dr. Sorkin has a weakness for preserving wildlife. Good to know.
No nie gadać. To co ja mam zrobić? Bo już nie mam tu nic do roboty, prawda?
Do you know, he actually told me it doesn't matter that we have dinosaurs from the Jurassic and Triassic ages living together, as long as it's exciting. Moron. I'm interested in hearing more about her symptoms.
You know, Doc, I saw some bites like that on one of my men back at the visitor center.
Mr.
Call me Billy.
Mr. Yoder, would you please tend to the InGen files like we
Mów mi Billy,
discussed?
panie Joder.
Yes, ma'am.
Super. No kurde.
Dr. Sorkin,
Why do you think interrupting me is going to work this time?
wouldn't this place be better off as some kind of dinosaur preserve? I mean, it's kind of stupid to treat these creatures like they're in some kind of circus, right?
You're absolutely right, Mr. Yoder. But none of this matters if the board of directors...
I'm not supposed to say this, but I heard the board is going to hold an emergency meeting about, you know, new leadership. If you were there, you could act as a witness to the events that took place here. They'd have to listen to you.
That's true. I hate to admit it, Mr. Yoder, but perhaps you're right.
And our orders also mention an assistant?
David. Yes. I'm afraid David won't be coming back with us. He told him to stay away from the
Oh,
quarantine
Dr.
tents.
Sorkin, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Now, before we go, I have some work in the lab that must be completed first.
Haha, before we go.
Dr. Harding, perhaps you and your daughter would like to assist me. I've been working on a cure for one of our dinosaurs' nastier genetic disorders.
Oh? Which one?
It's dietary. Right up your alley.
No,
Dr.
to
Harding,
udało
we've
się
done it.
przekonać.
And what exactly have we done?
Reverse the lysine contingency, of course.
Wait, what?
InGen, Henry Wu, added a gene to the dinosaurs that makes them dependent on supplements of an amino acid called lysine. Without their weekly doses, they'll all die
You
off.
cannot give that to the dinosaurs. They need to be contained. If any of them get off the island...
Okay, listen. I've been working with the Parasaur's behavioral program for months now. If I go back to the mainland to fight for this place, they'll all be dead before I can get back, along with all of my research.
Parasaurs?
Parasaurolophus. They're herbivores, generally safe.
Let me give the solution to them, to see if it even works.
How many are we talking about?
Why don't you come out with me? See how much progress we've made with them.
Can we, Dad?
Fine. We'll go.
Cool.
No cóż.
I'm glad to finally have you out here, Dr. Harding, despite the circumstances. We've been doing some very interesting work with our parasaurs. Behavioral communication experiments.
You've interpreted their calls.
Some of them. And I plan to use that to get them out of the pen.
Out?
Well, I'm not going to treat their water with them still in there.
How do we know there aren't any bad dinosaurs around?
Trust me, sweetie. If there were any predators, we'd know. See that one? She's the lookout. She'll stand guard while the others graze.
Ale ona jest pewna
If there
siebie,
were
nie?
any predators in the vicinity, she'd be nervous and emitting a danger call. But she's not. She's calm. Jerry, you can activate the speakers from there. Jess and I will set the various parasaur sounds that play through them.
Dad, it's okay. I mean, it's safe, right?
The parasaurs will warn us of trouble before it gets close.
Stay with Dr. Sorkin.
No to co, będziemy się rozglądać teraz? Otworzył bramę? Okej, już widzę, że mamy tutaj parę przycisków.
So, what do we do?
We can't just shoo the animals out, but we should be able to manipulate them into moving using their own sounds.
Cool.
These speakers on the west side of the pen can be set to play a parasaur food call that will attract the hungry dinos. The speakers on the east control the mating sounds that will attract the more, amorous dinosaur.
What about the big set of speakers in the middle of the pen?
Ah, those emit the danger call. The parasaurs will instinctively move away from it.
So basically, we can herd the dinosaurs out of this pen using the speakers and their sounds.
No i się zaczyna. Co my tu mamy wciskać? To są przyciski od głośników umieszczonych tak jak tutaj widzimy. Ten do tego, ten do tego, ten do tego i ten do tego. Tylko czy coś oprócz tego? Aha. Możemy... O kurde. No cóż, dobra, to w takim razie sprawdźmy to.
How do I turn on the speakers?
I'll have to tell your dad to do it when we're ready.
No właśnie. Trzeba do niego krzyknąć.
Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
What the fuck? A tego to już nie sprawdziłem, szczerze mówiąc.
Activate the danger speakers.
Okej, dwa sobie poszły. Trzeci też. Co w związku z tym? What? Gdzie wyjdziecie? What the fuck? Po co mi była ta scenka? Już miałem nadzieję, że się udało.
How come that one never moved?
That one stands guard to make sure all the others are safe.
Even when there's a danger call?
The lookout's the one that makes the danger call. When there are predators around, she'll stand her ground, drawing attention away from the other dinos.
Aha, no tak, bo tu są jeszcze właśnie te czerwone głośniki, to są te tutaj chyba. To źle zrobiliśmy po prostu. A jakby jeszcze ten włączyć? Żeby tak z dwóch głośników. East speakers, west speakers. Chwila, moment.
Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
West side speakers, please.
Okej, te dwa chyba się udało.
So I heard you were like a hippie protester or something in the 70s.
Where'd you hear that?
From Yoder.
The 70s were a tumultuous time. I fought for what I believed in, and sometimes it gets you arrested.
You were arrested? And you still got a job as a, you know, scientist?
Paleogeneticist. And yes, youth is the time to be reckless and test your boundaries. It's how you learn what's important to you.
Okej, teraz chyba już wystarczy tego jednego zaprowadzić tam. To ten głośnik... A, nie da się go wyłączyć. My po prostu możemy powłączać wszystkie głośniki? O, co zrobiłem? Aha, tak to działa. Ale to bez sensu, to te dwa muszą przecież być, bo wtedy stamtąd dźwięk przychodzi. Z tego co wiem. I teraz uruchomimy tamte głośniki u góry. No to.
I need you to activate the east side speakers, please.
East side. Okay.
No właśnie, o to chodziło chyba, nie? Czy nie?
So, what happened to your assistant?
Let's not talk about that right now.
Well, did you work with him long?
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
Listen, he was a wonderful young man. And I am sad. I really am. But if I let that stop my work, then all these animals will die too, trapped behind the walls that we built. You understand?
Nope. No i co dalej? No przecież już chyba... Oh, fuck my life. A wiem, teraz już chyba wiem. Teraz uruchomimy te głośniki na środku i powinno pójść wszystko dobrze.
Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
Activate the danger speakers.
No właśnie, teraz są wszystkie. I wychodzą.
That's it. They're out.
Good job, Jess.
Finally. Go forth and multiply.
You're pretty good at this. Maybe you'll be a behavioral scientist someday.
Maybe I will.
Udało się.
Aww.
Ah, this is why she was elected to be the lookout. What's wrong with her foot?
It's a broken toe. Feel free to have a look. I just have to do one more thing, and then we can leave.
The lysine.
If the dinosaurs are to have a fighting chance, they'll need this solution to survive.
I'm still not sure.
Jerry, this is my life's work. These are basically my children. I'm not gonna let these creatures die because some bureaucrat can't stand losing control.
To fajne se dzieci
They
zrobiłaś.
deserve their own lives.
Jess,
Co teraz?
Dr. Sorkin?
Laura.
Laura, what's lysine?
InGen, Henry Wu, added a gene to the dinosaurs that makes them dependent on supplements of an amino acid called lysine. Without their weekly doses, they'll all die off.
Don't tell my dad, but I got a D in chemistry.
Then today should be very educational. The solution we were creating at the lab will reverse this scenario, allowing the animals to live out their natural lifespan. We just need to get it into the main water supply.
Okay, that should be easy, right?
This is a big responsibility, Jess.
I can handle it, Dr. Sorkin. I mean Laura.
Okay, Jess, let's get started.
I'm telling you, man, almost made me swear off Chinese food forever.
Yeah, right. I've never seen you refuse an egg roll. Ever.
I said almost. Besides, my date was hot. You remember the girl with the blonde hair, red scarf, what was her name?
I don't keep track.
Oh, you remember her. She was the one that was wearing the... Hold on. You hear that?
What the fuck?
Go, go, go!
Co jest? A cholera. Widziałem, że ta suka zrobi namieszanie. Zamieszanie.
Land the chopper right now! No! Do it, or I swear I'll take you down right now! Jimmy! Oscar, get over here! I'll pull you in!
Dawaj, Oskar! Jasne, gówno, a nie. Cały czas zapominam, że to musi się zaświecić i wtedy dopiero mogę nacisnąć. Ona jest jakaś głupia.
Tell that woman she's dead when I get in there.
Come on, Oscar, put those giant friggin' arms to work! Get in here!
Wow. Dawaj, 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 dawaj. To się udało.
You're one stubborn son of a... Hey! What the hell?
No problem. You got this.
No tylko spróbuj, suko.
Land this thing now!
Not gonna happen.
Kto nożem wojuje, od noża ginie. Czy coś. Ja bym już dawno wyrzucił z tego helikoptera. Chodź. Albo jebnął ją z dynki.
No.
Aha.
Not so good.
No fuck.
Is the water ready?
Yep, lysine is now officially a part of this nutritionally balanced dino breakfast.
Excellent. Now I just need to get this water into the main supply and we'll be done.
Nie wiem, czy ta muzyczka jest odpowiednia.
That's
No,
it, Jess. We did it. Jess,
Ale
come
dobra.
up here. I want you to see this. This is how nature intended these animals to exist.
Wow, with all the running away I've been doing, I haven't had time to really appreciate them.
Oh, girl, take it easy.
What's wrong with that one?
Oh no.
O mój chuj. Velociraptor!
Jerry!
Come on. Nie słyszysz ich? O! To by było po wszystkim. Twoje pieprzone badania i zapewnianie bezpieczeństwa, doktor Sorki. Poszły się jebać. Chyba źle zrobiłem. Kurde. Wow. Tutaj w przeciwieństwie do The Walking Dead i The Wolf Among Us, quick time eventy są o wiele cięższe. Jak zresztą widać, nie? Jest o wiele mniej czasu na ich wykonanie. Biegniemy. No już biegnij, a nie się... A, zresztą.
Hurry, Jerry! Go left! Hurry! Look out!
Dobra, chyba się udało. A, nie mówmy hop.
Dude, that was awesome!
Guess the old man still has a few good moves, huh?
You are lucky to be alive, Jerry. I've never seen anyone outrun a velociraptor before.
Where
A
did they
Jerry
come
jest
from?
specjalny, bo on
What are
jest
they doing out here?
Must have escaped from the quarantine pen somehow.
Raptors are highly
weterynarzem.
intelligent. They'll find a way up
What?
here if we give them enough time.
Yes! It's Yoder!
Here! We're down here!
Down here! Down here!
Stop it!
Oh my fucking god. No cóż. To chyba koniec drugiego epizodu z Jurassic Park, a także koniec tego odcinka. Wow, naprawdę zakończenie dosyć mocne, prawda? Mamy, tak jest, to koniec. Episode 3, The Deaths. No cóż. To my się żegnamy. Mam nadzieję, że odcinek wam się podobał. O, mamy już nawet nowe tło. I nowego przyjaciela, Velociraptora, Predatora. No cóż, do zobaczenia!